I decided to get into recruiting. This is technically my second stint with recruiting. Did it for a couple years previous to kind of going to outside sales. Really enjoyed it. Felt like I had a passion for it just at the time of life. That transition happened. Got called back from my previous, call him my boss, but now he's now business partner. Again, I mean, it was the toughest job that I ever left. When I left working with him initially, pretty sure I even cried as much as I will probably even fight to admit that because it was not an easy job to leave. I really enjoyed it. But now that I'm back to it, I really do have a passion for this. And so that's why I'm back at it now and trying to set myself apart as a recruiter in this space. So before I decided to pull the trigger and start utilizing Aura marketing, I was kind of just organically growing my online presence, primarily within LinkedIn. It was slow. Yeah, it was progress. Some progress is better than no progress, I guess the best way to put that. But definitely lit a flame under everything that I'm trying to accomplish as a recruiter in my space. Grown my followers exponentially in the last, we've been working together about a little over a year, I think, is about where we're at. I went from like 2,000 people that I'm connected with on LinkedIn to I think I'm 7,000, 8,000 people now. And it's all fairly organically. I mean, but it definitely gave me the tools to ignite that fire and make that happen. And it directly affected bottom line. I mean, there's always a charge to a service when you're working with a marketing company, but I don't even blink about it anymore because it's paid for itself tenfold. So it's done everything I've ever imagined. It still is teaching me new things, and you guys are helping me out a ton. And I'm just at this point, I'm kind of just thinking, okay, what's next? Like everything else has worked. What's next? So biggest challenge that I had and kind of what made me go more of this route and working with Aura is purely coming up with content ideas, best ways to put that together, get that out. I'm a very much busy-minded individual, so there's times that my brain just shuts down because it's overwhelmed. Working with Aura, working with Alexis, and the whole process, it's so easy that I don't have to put a lot of thought into it other than like one day a month, and we get plenty of content put together. It works awesome. When we make changes on the fly more or less, and it's become such an easy process. I don't really have to use my brain to do it anymore. It's a pretty natural thing, and between your guys' help too, is like I've gotten more confident putting together the videos and like my own persona, I guess you could call it, for how I want to represent myself, our company, what I want my reputation to be through our content. I've technically been at this a little over 2 years. Been working with Aura and the team there for I think a little over a year. My year one, I think I had 9 to 12 placements, I think, somewhere in that ballpark. I've been so busy since then that I don't really remember. But as of right now in 2023, I'm at 21 placements. And I would accredit a lot of that to what we've been able to accomplish with my online presence and people being confident and reaching out to me because they know who I am, or at least get a good feel for who I am just through my videos and content I'm putting out there. Like I try to be genuine. You guys have taught me that, it's not always a sales pitch. It's just letting people know who you are. Recruiting is a relationship game. I'm not trying to trick anybody, but if I'm just being honest and forthright with them in all of my content, a lot of the times that resonates and they reach out to me when they're ready. Aura marketing, I have a background of internet marketing, so I have a concept of marketing, but the aspect that Aura marketing brings to the table is all new to me. It's, putting the content together. I mean, a lot of these things I've always outsourced just because I'm a very straightforward individual. So people ask me a question and I just go, you guys have definitely helped me expand on that and get more in the weeds when it comes to putting out content and diving more into topics. A very straightforward answer doesn't resonate with everyone, so it helps me to expand my repertoire with the type of content we're putting out there. The biggest thing is just go in and be ready to step outside of your comfort zone. If you're not already comfortable going into this type of a situation or putting out this type of content, Alexis and Donnie, they'll definitely help you with starting to break outside of your shell, but their expectations are not you're going to jump outside of the shell and have be comfortable doing this. Like they very much so walk alongside you, make sure that you're comfortable in the process and want to help you and see you grow while you learn this and grow your online presence. So that's, I mean, I would tell anybody that's looking to do that to reach out to you guys. Or marketing is worth it because it pays for itself. A lot of people look at the initial cost, but they don't look at what the results can do for you. Very confidently can say that it has maybe not 10, but definitely 5 to 8 times my business. It's definitely brought me a lot of business, brought me clients. It's brought me candidates that I didn't know about before. I mean, I think as a recruiter, just being able to be that person that has a presence and people are comfortable to reach out to me changes the game for me.